Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. In this video, we are going to go over the top 5 tips that I think every beginner, every new player, and maybe even some people who've been playing this game since launch really needs to know. So definitely stick around for that. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's go ahead and start with knowing your Pokemon. And what I mean by that is knowing the types of Pokemon, not grass and all that stuff. I'm talking about support, tech, strike, knowing what those roles specifically do. So let's go ahead. There's a cool little thing in here. If we go into your little phone here and you go into other and then go into game hints, I'm going to click on roles right here. And this right here really gives you a good idea of what these specific roles are meant to do. Strike. These strike characters, these strike trainers, those are your attackers. However, they do have low health. They are not huge on defensive capability, right? Your tech Pokemon, your tech trainers, that's all about inflicting status conditions. And then you have support. So these excel at assisting their allies by healing and upgrading them. But also, and this is a little bit different from support characters typically, is most have a lot of hit points, making them adept at withstanding attacks from your opponents, essentially making them your tanks. So I have a suggestion for the support tunes. We're going to go ahead and take a look at them here in just a second. But that's going to be number one, knowing the roles of your team and using them in the most effective way possible. Make sure you have a support there. Make sure you have a good strike. Tech, in my opinion and in my experience so far, tech is okay, but most teams have a support and 2 strike. That's typically what I see in this game. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go now in from that, knowing the battlefield conditions, because that I think is very important as well. So we're going to go out. We'll go into the newest event where we have right now. Go into here. Actually, I don't need to go into that one, but we can. All right, so from here, the area details right here. Click on this plus because this is really going to help you. It not only gives you what your completion rewards are, but it tells you what you need to look out for. So tip number 2 is know the area details. So know that this trainer right here, special moves are going to do the most damage to him. So that's, you want to make sure somebody on your team has special moves. And then this type with the circles, right? And then this one here with the punch, physical moves. Make sure that you use those type of trainers and Pokemon on that specific enemy. And then you have these to watch out for. So they will inflict a slow down and they will inflict special damage reduction. So I'm just going to go ahead, jump into my team here really quick that I typically use. And let's see. So if I go into my decks, and I'm going to pull up, so I'll pull up her right here, click on my plus, and it tells you what role and everything this character has, right? So I'm going to click on waterfall. So right here, physical damage, where it says category, that's the type of damage that this character is going to do with that ability. Mega kick, again, physical damage. If I go out and I go to Rosa, as soon as I can find her, Rosa, there you are. There she is. All right. Go into here again. So her role is a support role. Shows you what the weakness is. But I'm going to click on Energy Ball. And the category, that's the damage category. So that's special, right? So this is going to do more damage to those trainers that are weak against this type of attack. You definitely want to make sure, especially in the later part of the games, know what your Pokemon can do and know what the area details are so you can inflict the most damage and be the most efficient in those battles that you can, because it really becomes important when you get into those EX battles and those high-level co-op battles for events and stuff like that. So there you go. Those are 2. Now, tip number 3. In my opinion, the Pokemon trainers and the Pokemon that you should focus on in the very beginning. Number 1 is going to be Rosa. Rosa, she is a support. Remember, your support are your tanks. She is fantastic. You go ahead and you want to evolve evolve Snivy all the way up to Superior, because they're a hell of a tank and they take a lot of damage. They've got a great kit here with time to energize, which gives you more of your move bar, so you can do more attacks. The X special attack also to increase the abilities. Just check this out right here. Sharply raises the special attack of all allied sync pairs, which is awesome. The Giga Drain is okay. Restores user HP based on the amount of damage dealt to the target. Giga Drain is okay, but the damage here again is that special damage. So Energy Ball is typically what I use the most, but depending on what needs to be done. So Rosa is definitely one of those that you want to get to 100 as quickly as possible, and also I would unlock all of her abilities. You're going to get enough training machines and things to unlock these characters' abilities. Training machines are typically used for your passives and stuff, right? All right, so that's number one. Number two, and I'm just going to stick with characters right now that you get through the campaign. But the second character I think very much worthwhile and useful in the end game is, where is she? She is, come on, where's she at? Right here. So Skyla and Swanna. Reason why they are so good is because of Take Flight. Take Flight is fantastic, so sharply raise the defense of all allied sync pairs. Sharply raises the speed of all allied sync pairs as well. So in my opinion, those two characters need to be maxed out as quickly as possible, and definitely evolve Rosa's Snivy into Superior as quickly as you can. But this aerial ace is just an attack. It's a physical attack. It never misses, so it can't be dodged or blocked. This gust is just an attack. There's no additional effect on that. And then her passive right here is haste, which is cool. Speed cannot be lowered. So you're going to run into some of those battles where they're going to slow you down. And the third one, because I'm sticking to Pokemon and trainers that you can get through just doing the main storyline, not having to worry about RNG luck or anything, is going to be Hau right here. Fantastic. Him and Raichu do a fantastic job. Nice AoE damage from Raichu. Basically, once you get these three together, I mean, you're just going to discharge right here. Boom. Has a moderate chance of leaving the target paralyzed, but it attacks all opponents right there. This is a special attack as well, so something to keep in mind when you're going up against trainers who are susceptible to those types of damages. So I think this guy is fantastic as well. Those three I used for a very long time and just farming the normal training missions and everything. There we go. We have three so far. We got two more to go. Number one, know what your Pokemon roles are. Number two, make sure to use the area details to your benefit so you can maximize the damage and maximize your success in those battles. Number three is, those three I believe should be the first that you level up that come out of those story missions. Now, second, I can't show you right now, but in the shop and in the exchange items, you're going to have, and it's going to be under, it's not reach for the top, sorry. It's going to be under general. You're going to have the option to spend, I believe it was coin, spend gold to increase your move bar down at the bottom. You want to increase your move bar at the bottom as quickly as possible. So in my opinion, definitely use them all up in your exchange, in your item exchange, so you can maximize your move bar down at the bottom, because that's going to maximize the amount of moves that you can do in any battle. I mean, the more time you have to attack, the better. So definitely do that. And then number three, the final tip, this is for new players who haven't really been into this item exchange. Make sure to get your evolution shards and your evolution crystals. Your evolution shards are used to evolve to your first form, and your evolution crystals are used to evolve to your second form. In the very beginning, there is a reduced cost for these items, so you definitely want to pull them out of the item exchanges as quickly as possible, because again, you're going to want to evolve Snivy up into Superior as soon as you can. And that right there, those are the best tips that I can give for new players to really dive into this game and really take advantage of everything that you can so you can give yourself the biggest opportunity for success in this game and have a lot of fun. I mean, if you've got the top 3 trainers, if you've got a maximized move bar, if you know the roles of your team, if you know the area details and how best to make them work for you, then you're going to be an absolute success in this game and you're going to have a lot of fun. So I really, really hope that those tips help you out. Definitely let me know what tips you have for new trainers, as well as those of us who've been playing this game since launch. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you today. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comments section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.